Folks, today on Crossing South, we take a seasonal train ride from Tijuana to the city of Tecate and try a restaurant that pays an ode to Tijuana's culture, and it's coming to you right now. Baja California's railway system is used mostly for cargo and shipping materials. But just a few times a year, there's a leisure train ride from Tijuana to the city of Tecate and back.
Well, friends, I am standing right now in front of the Tren Turístico Tijuana-Tecate. You know, Mexico's train system is not like in other countries where it's used as a mode of transportation. It used to be used that way. But the train system is you could say it's in shambles in Mexico. It's used mostly for cargo, for taking resources from one place to another. But they're trying to revive this in Baja, and it's a party on wheels. They take you to the Pueblo Mágico of Tecate, which is a nice sleepy village, a nice colonial village that we featured on the show before. And we're gonna check it out, folks.
I wouldn't say there's world-class scenery between these two towns, but it's a lovely day trip. Passenger travel by train is not so common here in Tijuana, so it's a novel and fun thing to do, especially for locals. It's literally a party on wheels. People have a really good attitude and don't mind the fact that it's slow. AC is not really enough to alleviate the summer heat there, but it's a fun day out. A word from the wise, do this in the cooler side of the year. The journey is part of the experience, but on this day, so is the destination. We arrived at Tecate, and they had an event to coincide and welcome the leisure ride. Good idea. It happened to be a food festival, which is my kind of festival.
Okay, so as the train stops, they have this party waiting for everyone, basically. Established businesses, restaurateurs, souvenir shops, all these different people, they set up in this swap meet style organization and setup where everyone has their own stands and they're offering what they have at their establishments here, concentrated in one location for everyone to enjoy. So we're gonna go sample some of this stuff, so follow us and let's see what's out there. This is what Tecate has to offer. So if you want to know what Tecate has, this is going to be it. Everything's concentrated here right now, streamlined for our consumption. Stay with us, folks. It's Crossing South. All right, it's hot. I'm sweaty. I'm tired. Sun's glaring, but there's music and there's food, so I can't complain too much.
Okay, so they're trying to fancify the taco. I have friends who are taco purists and would be against this, but it was pretty good.
Chicken chipotle panini. This is Jamaica, hibiscus, fried hibiscus with cheese.
Banana taco?
Banana taco?
Yes, with cappuccino.
Oh, wow.
Nice, huh?
Look, check it out. There's Ariana. This is the kind of stuff she makes, Elena makes.
Okay.
Thank you. It's a banana taco, folks. Oh my goodness. It's kind of big, isn't it?
That was a really good dessert. Must keep it in mind and visit their establishment in the future.
Right here, right here. There's my spot. Oh man. Look at the density of that. Oh man. This is bomb. This is amazing. It's amazing.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if you know or not, but Mexican pre-Hispanics are the ones that discovered brought chocolate into the world. And look at this. This is having a little nice setup. I don't know if this is like the elixir that the Aztecs used to drink or not, or Mayans, or I don't know who. Forgive me for not knowing exactly who. But it's a pretty cool setup, right? It's like, please have my elixir. It will bring life to you. Horrible accent. I'm sure. I don't even know what ethnic accent I'm doing. But drink, be merry. It will give you life. The life of the sun. Okay, very good. Well, yeah, I can feel it right now. Just kidding. It's cool. It just feels cool. It feels like I should drink it like this, right? Like I should just. It's not just a drink. It's not just a beverage. It's almost like a meal because they have ground corn into it, kind of like in a tole with chocolate, with cacao. So the cocoa bean. And that's the restaurant. That's it right here. So it just feels like I should drink it like this, right? Like, and pass it to another tribe member. And it seems to be pretty popular because for a little stand there, it's pretty full. So.
This is Gouda.
Oh, Gouda.
And this have.
Is it Gouda?
Yeah.
Episode's token cheesy line, pun intended. Check.
Yeah, you're right. It goes great together. I don't know many farmers markets in the U.S. we can have this much variety of cuisine and tastes under one place. It's pretty good, pretty varied. You know, there's this makes the trip worthwhile. And I always say that because it's pretty hot, but it's a pretty nice experience overall.
This is Oaxaca. This is dishes I don't say in English, but this is
I only spoke English until the very end.
chiltepín.
She tries
you
so
very
hard to
much
speak English,
for everything. Okay?
but this is the
Yeah,
moment
hablas
she
muy bien
realizes
español.
I speak Spanish. It's a showcase. Tecate's best in one location. And they're hoping you'll come back and give their actual restaurants a try. Zero doubt you are in Mexico, folks. Look at them, all these well thought out little businesses. We hear that Baja California is one of the Mexican states with the largest numbers of new franchises started every year by entrepreneurs. They get an idea, they get a product, and just go for gold. Perhaps Baja just has much less red tape, and so young folks can go from idea to market in very few moves. But alas, it's time to leave, and the right back picks up exactly where we left off. I'm telling you, for a suffocating summer ride like this, people are in very high spirits. And some of the scenery is actually quite captivating. We see some nature, as well as the outskirts of both cities. But alas, it is time to disembark this fun ride at the city of Tijuana. We found a place that well represents what is happening in this region and why it has such renown.
Might you be getting some petrol, kind sir? No, actually, this is not a gas station or not a petrol station. This is a restaurant, not just a little hole in the wall, even though it kind of is. It was really voted part of the 100 places or restaurants you must visit in Mexico. Only 6 places in Baja have such a distinction, and this is one of them. It's called Verde Crema, and you're gonna get to know it right now. Stay with us, folks. It's Crossing South. This place is pretty unique, and it has a very interesting history. And the guy cooking for the patrons of Verde Crema is this guy right here.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
good, how are you?
What type of cuisine is your specialty?
I don't have any type, but I think that I have my own style.
You're like, my
Because-
style is delicious food.
It's not Mexican cuisine, it's Baja cuisine.
Right.
Like, everything is local, everything is fresh, and that's what I've been doing here at this place.
Farm to table.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, farm to table?
It's kind of like that because we work with small producers and small cheese company and
There's no middleman. You're getting it straight.
yeah.
Why is it called Verde Crema?
This used to be the old parking lot from the Verde Crema buses that are around the
Yeah,
city.
like the beige green
Yeah.
color pattern buses,
Yeah.
which was a very old route of buses in Tijuana, right? So it was a bus route,
Yeah.
and all those buses had that color pattern.
Yeah.
Like you want to
Verde
get
Crema.
somewhere, get the Verde Crema.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So this was the depot, basically.
Yeah.
This is where they were all parked.
Yep.
Closed it up, and the guy's like, "What am I gonna name my restaurant?" Verde Crema.
Verde Crema.
Anything you can tell me about the decor before we talk about the food we're gonna eat today?
Almost everything is recycled. Those doors were from another place. Same with the wood, that wood. And you see that little fountain right there?
Yeah.
That's from an old boat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we've heard enough. I think we're ready to go. We're ready to see what this place is so famous for. So, what are you gonna bring us, man?
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cook for you is little samples of all the food that we do here.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like probably 7 different dishes.
Wow. Okay.
So I hope you enjoy them.
Well, I hope so too. It's Crossing South, folks. Don't go anywhere. Verde Crema seems to be pretty popular already from people from the States. So let's see what all the hubbub's about. Stay with us, folks.
This is a very next generation restaurant. It's trendy, it's hip, it's eco-friendly, it's organic. It hits all the markers that millennials are probably looking for. But the grub is what this place is really known for. And that just slices across generations. When the food is good, it unites and fusions peoples of all walks of life. Let us see what is here.
They call this a Korean taco. It's got some arrachera, some hanging meat, some radish, pickled onions, cilantro, peanuts. Very, very colorful, very creative. Okay. That is really good. Wow. Kind of barbecue-y. A little on the sweet side. Meat is really tender. So I will recommend that taco. I will go ahead and recommend that taco. Let me just make sure. Okay, so this sope is like a gordita, a sope. It says it's like seafood. I see some octopus there, tatemado, which is like grilled, charbroiled vegetables and mashed together, peppers, tomatoes. So they got a lot of stuff. So let's try this thing. It's definitely good. I think the Korean taco is better, but it has a lot of flavor. It's very, very good. But so far, the initial one seems to be on the leaderboard. Let's see what they got. You know, this is a fish aguachile, their version of the aguachile. I'm not the biggest fan of the aguachiles. Normally because I'm not the biggest fan of lime, on your food. It's very common in Mexican food. I'll eat it. The only thing I like, which is all lime, is ceviche. And I think this is kind of like what this looks like. It looks almost like a ceviche. It's just drenched in lemon and super spicy peppers normally. So when you hear an aguachile, that means it's a very lemony drenched dish, which is very spicy. Aguachile is normally very spicy. Some serrano peppers. You've got, which I guess is cucumber. It's a raw fish, but it's cured or cooked in lime. So let's try a piece of tostada, which is how this is eaten normally. Good. It's good. Like I said, I personally am not as crazy about really rich lemony food, but somebody who wants a healthy option to sushi, somewhat raw, but not really, that's a good option. You want some spice in your life, your aguachile is the way to go. Okay, so we're really entering into the realm of the kind of dish that I like. More creamy. It's your typical, right? Type of dish that you would expect when you go to an international restaurant. But we're trying to learn here. So the Korean taco right now seems to be the one leading everything. Let's see how this goes. This is a risotto bed with multiple mushrooms, including huitlacoche, which is a very typical Mexican fungus found in corn. It has shavings of Parmesan. It looks really good. Okay. It not only looks good, it is really good. Okay. There's cheese, all this, the risotto is just keeping everything together. It looks like the intestines of a tauntaun in Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back.
Probably not the image the restaurateur wants me to project, but believe me, it's really good. Craft beer and artisanal wines from Baja, all available here too. Just don't be asking for the commercial guys.
This is a local fish they call perico. It is baked instead of fried in white wine and olive oil. It looks interesting. It's got some crunchy seared parts, which I like, and also they have these Parmesan roasted cherry tomatoes. Okay, so let's try it. Let's try it first, just alone, before we mess with it. Very good fish. Let's try it with the cherry tomatoes and the sautéed lentils. Let's see what kind of flavors we can get going in there. It makes you feel like you're in a spa. Detoxing. Getting away from all the junk food and just regenerating with local produce. That's just how I feel. So no bold taste, no taste that I can say, oh my goodness, guys, this is like blowing my mouth away. No, very measured, but very delicious and very healthy. Very nice. Okay, so this is quail with some king mushroom slices. I guess potato puree or like smashed potatoes. Some king mushroom. Some of that egg sauce right there. Very good quail. Seared on one side, medium rare on the other. Very good. Well done. Well done. Okay, this funky logo. They brought me this mezcal, which is like, any tequila that's not made in the state of Jalisco, it's just a mezcal. It's an agave liquor. So you inhale, you drink. No, they gave me these oranges. Seems simple enough, right? But the funny thing is that instead of sprinkling them with salt, this is cricket salt. So powdered crickets in your oranges. Nobody can tell you we're an exotic. Okay, pork belly. You just can't go wrong with pork belly. So, but look at how smooth that is, how soft. Look at how the greasy goodness just comes up. Bam. You've got your purple tortilla. Let's cut a little bit of that pork belly in there. Okay, you can't say these guys aren't original. This is a jello, like a gelatin, made of natural yogurt. It's swimming literally on a hibiscus sauce. That looks really cool.
Whoop, ding ding, we got a winner.
Wow. It's really good. I was waiting for that knock your socks off taste. I found it. Right. They certainly saved the best for last. But this dessert is really good, and the Korean taco. Those would be my recommendations to start with. Okay. Scrumptious. Oh man. It's what Crossing South's all about, folks. Okay, so the verdict of the day, at least in my humble opinion, Korean taco takes the taco. Forgive the redundancy, but this redundancy is to be eaten.
So after spending a lovely day in Baja California across 2 cities, we rode, we ate, and we wonder what will await us the next time we cross south.
Like to know more about the places you've just seen? Maps, videos, podcasts, and more at CrossingSouth.com. We also do Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.